Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to another Smalland update video. Today I'm going to be hopping in and we're going to be going over 3 different updates that have come out to Smalland in the last 3 weeks. Now I know it's been a little bit of time since I've covered Smalland and I apologize about that. Life's a little busy and so is the YouTube channel, but let's hop in. Today we're going to be talking Dev Diary number 7, we're going to be talking FAQ Friday number 10, and we're going to be talking Creature Feature number 5. So let's start off by going through the Dev Diary video. We're going to go ahead and play it for you guys so we can go through and watch it all together, and then after that we're going to break it down a little bit and then we'll hop into the other 2 points as well. So let's hop in and take a listen, shall we?
Hey everyone, my name is Smalland and I'm a concept artist for Smalland project. Today I'm replacing Kev. My duty in the team is to create visual design for chapters, NPCs, different buildings, etc. and to represent the style of the world of Smalland, so the players can immerse into the right atmosphere we try to create with the team. So I'm going to show you one of the most important characters in Smalland, and one of my favorites as well. I had a lot of fun creating him. Meet the Elder. His look reflects 2 things: his age and how being underground for so long has affected his people. The older they small folk get, the more fidelity they have, more extra details. It's the same as the player customization. You get more and more shapes and forms of personality as you progress through the game. Returning to the Elder, his main colors are grey and white, as he has grown old underground and without any possibility to see the sun and get nutrients. That's the thing that happens to small folk. When they can't get the sunlight, they are not living up to their full potential. While making the design of the Elder, I wanted him to be in a mantle to show his respected status in the world of small folk. It gives him a wise mood as well. Then I've got an idea about white moss wings, which perfectly fits the art style because we use lots of insect details. Moss also is only active at night, so it has less colors than other insects. The idea of the Elder as a character is to help player get to know the reasons why the small folk went underground for so long, and why it's now the time to rehome their people. He is a wise and kind character. He feels a heavy burden and entrusts you to help him regain the former glory of his people. So here it is. I don't want to reveal all secrets of this character to you, so you can discover him by yourself. Thank you for all the support. Join our Discord channel and wishlist on Steam. Bye bye.
Okay, cool. So first off, you guys could tell that we are here with Sasha Sandfolk this time, so Kev is not in this Dev Diary, which is okay, and they are talking about one very important character, and that is the Elder. Now, the Elder, I will tell you guys, is meant to be a quest giver in the game. They are there, you guys can see right over here, that you run right up to this Elder, and this looks like a tiny little hut that they are in, or tent. They got a little box here next to you, and you talk to this character as well. I really do like the art style of this character. You guys can see right here that they went with like the whites and grays, like she was saying, because as in the story of Smalland, you are underground before you come out into the area, the forested area that you're in, into the small land, and you're able to go and explore and start adapting and evolving like you are meant to in the game, which is how you get different colors of hair and all of that. If you guys look at your character even right now, how they're dressed, you'll notice that this is how your character comes out, and it looks like that you are also dressed in white and grays and everything like that, meaning that you have lived your life underground as well, and you're coming out and it's time to explore and evolve and see what different color schemes your character can take on. What I like is the reference material that they pointed out right here. Behind me, you guys can see right here, that's Theoden, the king from Lord of the Rings of the Rohirrim and of Rohan. And these also look like other wizards from other times. I'm not really 100% sure where each one of these are coming from. I do know that some of these gowns are definitely from Lord of the Rings, but I like that they also took out some pointers when it came to the bug life that they have, of these white fabric moths, more or less. They look really, really cool. And this one down here is extra creepy. And you can see that these antennae that they have right here matches that elder actually pretty close. So it's cool how they were able to pull different items or different attributes from other bugs into this elder. So the elder is going to be a character in the game that you're able to talk with. I can't talk a whole lot more about how you actually interact with them in the game because obviously we're not to the demo yet, so I can't talk about gameplay a whole lot. But if you guys do want to know more about gameplay, they did release a gameplay stream on a most recent game expo, so you guys can go out there and check that out. Just go check out Smalland's Discord server if you guys want that information. Let's hop over to FAQ Friday number 10 now, and let's talk about that a little bit. So if we look right here, it says, hey there, small folk, we got some great questions to dive into this week. It says, will you be able to pick up certain maps to play on because you saw a pool, some gnomes, a forest, a desert, so can you pick which one to play on? And it says right here, Smalland is one big map, no loading between areas. The biomes are quite diverse for different reasons, but make up a bigger sandbox game world for you to play in. It takes a while, but all the areas you've called out are connected. You just have to work out how you're going to get by to each one safely. So I will point out that they do have a grasshopper here, and they've talked about before and have shown off the fact that you can ride other creatures or bugs in the game, from the lizard to this grasshopper, or even the dragonflies that we've seen in gameplay as well. So traversing around is going to be a lot easier once you actually tame something. But for now, what we got is that, yes, it is one big old map that's going to be all inclusive that you can go to. You don't select where you start. You just have to go out and explore. They have pointed that out many, many times, that the point of this game is to have you looking at things like, exploring and focusing on that. Okay, so the next question here is there a way you can give a brief summary of how the inventory is going to function? They said, we have 3 categories. Your quest and logs, which is all the info about what you are doing and why you create your own narrative. There's everything about your character, such as info, your current state of weapons, armor, health, hunger, temperature, dehydration, and then there's everything crafting related. We have a unified theme, but it is also tried to distinguish each category at a glance so that each item looks intuitive. So if you look right here, this is kind of what the equipment slide is going to look like for the inventory. You can see the different weapons that you have, the different armors that you can equip. Looks like we have 4 different armor types: head, body, pants, and gloves. It looks like, I think that's gloves. Okay, so that's the overall inventory. I'm not sure what this final slot down here is for. Maybe a shield in the future? Not really sure. It says right here, the last question that I believe is on this one, is, with the building of shelters and homes being a large part of the player's role in Smalland, what sort of games have inspired your system you guys want to use for building? E.g. more or less, is it in the Sims and the Forest you could place down external walls, but in Ark you place them down piece by piece, as far as you're aware? It's a bit of, and they say it's a bit of everything really. So different games make their decisions on different gameplay loops, which may look similar but are actually done for very different reasons. For us, the example above is more like Ark, as if you've detail and personalization, not getting things down quickly. We have the camp items that you need for survival that are quick to use, and your overall goal is to build a place for your people. So the safety in the trees, which takes longer. But you can also build wherever or whatever you like, wherever it's deemed safe. So this is all fits within your goals and progression. One thing to mention is that we have never liked elements that hinder progression with no risk and reward. A great example for this is putting a wall down in the wrong place. It disrupts the flow, but also costs resources and to remove and rebuild. It's not fun, in our opinion. And as we have heavily focused on exploration, collecting resources, where gameplay lives, and building is more focused on personalization and progressive elements. So if you destroy something you have built, you get the full refund for resources. So this is a big deal. So more or less what this entire example is about is they're saying that instead of having a game where you destroy something and after you build it, say it costs 10 planks to build it, okay, and then you destroy it and you only get 5 back. They don't want that in this game. This game is about exploration and progression, not so much about having to go out and harvest repeatedly. So what they've said is that if you destroy something, you're now going to get those 10 planks back. So all in all, you get everything. Initially, we were worried that this will not go down well with hardcore survival players, but we think it's a much better experience. And then Valheim came along and had the same idea, and everyone likes it, which is great. Everyone wins. So in other words, they went off and they're not only looking at only like Ark or Grounded or The Sims or The Forest or anything like that. They're looking at games that have released a long time ago, all the way to things that have just released, including Valheim, which is an excellent game that has sold millions of copies and is well known to be one of the best games that has released this year. So awesome that they're going through and doing their research, going through and doing beta testing and getting as many bugs hammered out before the first demo release. It's coming out in October. So let's go down to the last creature feature, number 5, the Snail. It says threat level is low. The food chain is a primary consumer. Personality, nonchalant, relaxed. Benefits, we are undecided and will continue to observe. Location, appear in a variety of different locations. You know, I don't think that there's really going to be a benefit for snails. I mean, they're just snails, right? They just move really slow. So anyway, it says right here, hey small folk, let's explore another early Pathfinder report of the creatures waiting to be discovered in Smalland. The Snail. The Snail is a curious creature. They gaze slowly and then move slowly around. To where I do not know. It seems they take life at their own pace. Unfortunately, they act as a keen source of food for some of the bigger creatures, as they are unable to retreat with any kind of haste. Not that they seem overly panicked when confronted. I have successfully befriended a snail where it followed me around for several days at a very slow pace, of course. But other than that, they are seemingly content with their lot in life and don't appear to be concerned about the appearing at the bottom of the food chain. So in other words, it is the bottom of the food chain animal. This one is more or less probably going to get eaten by anything, and making it your pet in the game is probably a dangerous decision, but you can still do it. So that says right here, as always, we look forward to sharing more snippets of the life in Smalland with you. Stay tuned for more. And that is everything that we are going to be covering today, guys. So thank you to everybody so much for joining in on this Smalland deep dive. I hope it helped you guys out a little bit more about getting excited about Smalland and its demo that's coming out in October. If you guys are, make sure you guys hit that like button. Don't forget to leave me a comment. And most importantly of all, do not forget to subscribe and turn your bell notification to all, because when this demo comes out, I have all sorts of information that I can share with you guys about gameplay from my past experiences in Smalland and other things as well. So make sure you guys don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I will see all of you guys in the next one.